Hey y'all, my name is Dr. Janelle. I'm a pelvic floor physical therapist and I specialize in chronic sexual pain, lifelong vaginismus, and helping you have pain-free intercourse because sex is a crucial and such an amazing part of life. And so I'm going to be sharing with you three exercises that you can use to resolve vaginismus and sexual pain. These exercises are going to include a standing exercise to really get your spine and your hips moving. It's going to include an exercise on hands and knees to really open up that back side of the pelvic floor. And then also an exercise on your back when you can really just relax and let the weight of the ground and the earth support you. Okay, so give me a moment to just readjust my screen. I'm going to give you a moment to make sure you're getting on a yoga mat and we're going to do this together. All right, so the very first exercise, let me bring my desk back a little bit. The very first exercise, it's still not good. Oh my gosh. It just goes to show that you don't have to be perfect to get started and to do anything, okay? So we're going to be in standing, and I want you to first just start off moving your hips side to side like this. So I'm not getting the movement from my trunk. I'm actually just moving my pelvis side to side. Okay. So as I move my pelvis to my right, like this, I'm keeping the knee bent and I'm feeling a stretch on my inner thigh muscles, which is also called your adductors. And if you've struggled with vaginismus or you've had unsuccessful attempts with sex, you may notice that your thighs clench together. So these muscles can be very protective. They can get very tight. So that's why we're starting off with this. And this isn't even one of the stretches. I just want you to start off with moving the pelvis, opening up those inner thigh muscles. Because guess what? Your inner thigh muscles, they work right alongside with your pelvic floor. So when these muscles are getting stretched, it's stretching your pelvic floor. When these muscles tense up, you're tensing your pelvic floor, okay? So I want you to soften your pelvic floor muscles right now. We're gonna go into our first exercise. Drop your vagina. Like you don't want to clench your vagina, you wanna just let it drop, okay? As much as you can. If you don't feel a big dropping sensation, that's normal, okay? So now we're gonna actually go into the first exercise. Your hands are still on your hip, and this is called the standing 360 pelvis. The standing 360 pelvis, okay? So you're gonna start this way here. You're gonna start bending your left knee. You're gonna stick your booty out behind you. You're gonna bring it around. Now the other knee is straight, but it's going this way. And I'm bringing my pelvis forward, okay? So I just made a 360 motion. I'm gonna show it to you from behind, okay? So the starting position is here. My right leg is straight. I'm weight bearing onto this left side. Pelvic floor is dropped and relaxed. So I'm feeling a stretch here already. Then I'm going to stick my butt out. My tailbone is untucked and it's sticking out. Then I'm going to bring it behind me, off to the other side. Now I'm weight bearing onto my right, bringing the hips forward, and then back to starting position. What this is doing is it's telling your pelvis that it's okay to move in circular positions, and it's stretching all of the muscles that attach to your pelvis. This is getting the back of your pelvic floor. This is relaxing your vaginal sphincter, which is where you may feel that brick wall barrier when you're trying to insert a tampon or even insert a finger or a penis. And so this exercise is so holistic because it's getting not just your pelvic floor, but your hips, your spine, and your hamstrings, your adductors, which are your inner thighs. Okay? So we're going to do this for just 1 minute. Okay? That weight bearing that we're doing, like right now, I'm weight bearing onto this side, is good for my bones, it's good for my muscles, and it's still opening the pelvis, especially if you sort of relax your pelvic floor and remind yourself to just not clench your anus, not clench your coochie. Keep those muscles relaxed. Okay. We're gonna do 5 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Congrats, you did it. This is so great. You can do this exercise once a day for about a minute or two, or you can do it less frequently, so like 3 to 4 times a week, and this will still have a therapeutic effect on your nervous system and on your pelvic floor muscles, okay, which is great for sexual pain and vaginismus. The next exercise that I'm going to show you is on your hands and on your knees. This exercise here is my favorite #1 exercise for helping you to open up your pelvic floor, increase your biofeedback so you know what your muscles are doing and you're not unaware of how to relax them or how to let go. Because you need that neuromuscular skill when it's time to get a pap smear or have sex with your husband or your boyfriend or your partner, right? If you don't know how to keep those muscles open during insertion, then sex and intimacy can feel so frustrating and so isolating and just so painful. Okay. So this exercise is very common, but I rarely see it done with the emphasis on the pelvic floor muscle relaxation. Okay. So you're going to be on your knees. And if your knees are painful for you, get on the bed or put several pillows up under your knees. You don't have to do it on a hard yoga mat like this, okay? You're gonna start here. Even in this position, drop that pelvic floor. So imagine the opening of your vagina sort of dropping down closer to the floor. Don't push out, just let go as much as you can, okay? If you don't feel a big drop, that just means that you probably are holding some muscle tightness, which is common with vaginismus and sexual pain. Okay. And that's why you're doing these exercises, to change that and to really stretch the muscles. Okay. So you're going to be here. You see how my hips rose? That's actually a sign that my hip flexors are pretty tight. Okay. But whatever motion and whatever mobility you have, it's okay. We're still going to be able to relax that pelvic floor even if your hips are tight. Okay. You're going to be here and you're going to relax your forehead on your mat. Don't hold your head up like this. And what I want you to do is bring the awareness to your pelvic floor. Bring the awareness to your vagina. Keep those muscles open. Imagine that you wanted to take a bite out of a hamburger with your vagina. So your vagina is it's open. Okay, you're not clenching or closing. Same with your anus. Relax those muscles. And then what I want you to do now is every time you breathe in, you're going to let your belly expand. Like your belly is going to get bigger on your inhale, not forcefully, but you are going to intentionally let your belly grow on your inhale. So breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel your pelvic floor relax. Did you feel that? Did you feel those muscles lengthen and expand and blossom on your inhale? That is amazing. If you don't feel a lot of movement, this just takes a little bit more practice. So unclench on your inhale and let your belly expand. And then breathe out. One more time, as you breathe in, you should feel your vagina sort of lengthening and opening a little. And then on your exhale, it just comes right back to neutral. This exercise here is one of my favorites for vaginismus and sexual pain. Y'all, I've been treating vaginismus and sexual pain for over 5 years now, and we do everything digitally, everything virtually, and we've been able to help hundreds of women and vagina CEOs completely get over their vaginismus, have pain-free sex with their partners, and many of them get pregnant. So these exercises work. These exercises work. You do want to combine them with other modalities. Maybe it's some hands-on strategies like pelvic wanding or dilating, or maybe you're currently working with a pelvic floor therapist. The exercise alone may not be everything that you need, but it is a key component to overcoming painless sex, pelvic pain, and vaginismus. Okay, this next exercise that we're going to do is actually going to be on your back. And I want you to focus on just letting your whole body melt. Let your whole body melt. Okay. All right, just make an audible exhale. That's good. That's so good. So for this exercise, you're going to grab your right knee and hug it towards your chest. You're going to grab your left knee and hug it towards your chest. Wiggle your toes. And what you're going to do is, again, you're going to bring the awareness to your pelvic floor. And so right in here, I want you to focus on opening down there. Okay? Opening, go ahead and close your eyes. And just breathe naturally. I want you to let your belly rise as you inhale and let your belly fall as you breathe out. As you breathe in, your belly rises. As you breathe out, your belly falls. Keep those knees towards your chest because that's going to open your pelvic floor even more. And stay in tune with what you're doing with your pelvic floor, because you want to carry these skills over into vaginal insertion and intercourse. Okay? So go ahead and sort of store in your brain what you're doing with your pelvic floor so that you can practice this and carry this over into maybe your dilation practice, intimacy, or even, tampon insertion, whatever your goal is. Belly rises on your inhale. Belly falls on your exhale. Soften your jaw, your forehead. Keep your mouth sort of slightly open. And if your hands are getting tired, you can sort of tuck under your knees like this and relax your shoulders. We're going to do 3 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now bring those knees closer together, especially if it was causing any pain in the groin. You can bring your knees closer together and still get the same impact. Breathe in, belly rises. Breathe out, belly falls. Keep that pelvic floor soft and open. You're not clenching, closing. You're just staying open. And you all, that is my favorite routine for vaginismus and sexual pain. Now, I want to remind you of 3 things. 1, you're amazing. 2, vaginismus and sexual pain is curable, not just for everyone out there. It's curable for you. I want you to sit with that statement. Sexual pain and vaginismus is curable for you. You can do this, but don't do it alone. It will require more tears, more pain, and more time by yourself. If you are struggling with vaginismus and you're ready to completely overcome it and get to pain-free sex, I invite you to sign up for a free consultation with us. It's 30 minutes. We want to make sure that you're a good fit and that we can actually help you overcome. If you're interested in a free consultation, just click the link below and we'll talk to you soon.